hit the rice market actually quite impressively, because in this country the historical norm is when importers come together, they look at how much does a bag of rice cost in the market. If it is 1,500, you as a new importer, you follow the trend and said, well, I'm going to also sell at 2,500. But for us, when we came, we looked at it in a different way. We said, we will do our cost calculations and we'll add our margin minimally. And whatever we are comfortable with as a margin, we'll put it there and the rest we'll plow it back. And exactly that's what we've done when we hit the market with our rice, Jah rice. And this is why we took the price when we were coming in from 1,003, some areas 1,005, 1,002 the minimum, and we hit it to 1,950 wholesale.
Oh, you mean 2003, 2005, and 1,900?
2003, 2005, and 2002 the minimum. And then when we came to the market, we draw that price down to 1,950.
Oh, wow.
On wholesale, and then we retail it at $2,000. This was huge. And then I think the whole market reacted.
Okay.
Their reaction was positive, though, because they have to follow us, wait.
And because not so long ago, I mean, when I had the Minister of Information in the studio on a Tuesday program, somebody sent in a text message to say the cheapest rice in town was 2,300. But this is not correct.
Maybe that caller might have said somebody who didn't go very far. Maybe just stop by the shop around his house and then ask. But let him search, and I think everybody's aware of this. All listeners are listening. They know that when you go to any Jah station, you get the rice at $2,000.
Or below, 1,950.
Or below 1,000 if you're buying wholesale, 1,950.
Okay, that's the wholesale price.
And even for those others who are taking it to our shops, away from those stations, I can see they are doing 2,050, But even that, is still better than, when it used to be 2,500.
If you're buying one rice, London corner, and you're getting it from Tipagaras, you might spend, $100 to transfer.
And Peter, the intention is actually to still draw that price down. We are working actively to make sure that we cap rice here at 1,800 at some point.
Really? Yeah. This is rice coming from outside. I understand Jah is also involved in rice production locally.
Yes, definitely. And like I said, we've done our trial. It's true that, when you do your trial, the expectations, I'm not saying they are bad. They're really good as a trial. And we've done after the harvest also. Now we are doing the milling. The problem we are facing with that milling process is the slow nature of it, because we didn't get our machines here still now. We imported, and they're still not here, because when you place the orders in this factory, especially when they have to be custom made, they have to create it to suit your needs. Yeah. So it takes time. So now what we are using is what is available. That is where everybody is going, to Jah Halipajhar, Sapo and places, to also queue, make sure that they mill for us what they can mill for the day. And this is what has been very frustrating, and it is time consuming. And this is why people ask me, when is it hitting the market? I said, well, we'll try our best. But even that one, I remember Mr. Jah promised that it's not going to sell it more than 1,008, 1,007.
Really?
Yes, 1,005. In fact, he mentioned at some point when he does his costing.
I think I'll put in an application.
Yeah.
Right after this program.
Yeah. So we are trying to make sure that, cost of living is drawn down for the benefit of the consumers. What we do is for the consumers. We don't look at anything else but for the consumers.